It's been a minute, obviously. People have been asking me for a while now if, I'm out of the game, and I guess the best way to answer that is I would 95% I'm out. I still follow what's kind of going on, but for the most part, I haven't been, picking up shoes regularly, weekly, even monthly for that matter. I'm doing this review just to kind of, dust it off, the video camera off, and everybody probably wanted to see the Yeezy Boost, the white that just dropped, and I was kind of really impressed with with the other Adidas pair that I picked up that I'm going to show you guys today. But yeah, the game definitely has changed. Back then, was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was saying that it was way oversaturated with collabs, with releases basically almost seemed daily, but it was definitely weekly, and it was just getting bombarded with stuff. But times change, and people change, and shit like that. So now I've noticed that collabs are still prevalent in the sneaker game, but tech has taken over. Adidas has definitely taken over. I feel, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree, that Adidas is really the company to beat at this point in regards to the quality and just the overall, I guess, satisfaction that people get when picking and choosing between shoes. Again, tech really, all these technical advances, I guess you can say, on these shoes have stepped up and have taken over the usual mesh, suede, leather components that we were seeing not even 2 years ago, and being used a shit ton on on collabs and whatnot. But collabs are still obviously around, and I don't know, I just am not feeling it like I used to anymore. I definitely found better things to do with my time and my money. Not saying that, but it gets expensive for anybody that picks up shoes, and it gets time consuming, being on the computer day in, day out, and trying to follow all this shit. So it was definitely, for me, it was definitely a relief to not have to worry about all that crap anymore, and I'm definitely enjoying my my time away from the sneaker world. But again, like I said, I picked up two shoes that I wanted to show that I personally really like. I too have been on an Adidas kick. Mainly because I grew up with Adidas. Adidas was one of those brands that was there in the 80s and the 90s. It never went away. Nike took over for a while, but it definitely seems like Adidas is king of the mountain, so to speak. So anyway, first shoe I picked up a few weeks ago, the EQT Support 9317. This shoe kind of it stood out to me with the whole colorway and the simplicity of it all. Very techy shoe, super light, comfortable. It's like honestly walking on a fucking cloud with this Boost outsole. The materials on this kind of reminds me of dare I say Roche, but it's not even a Roche. It's they call it a pixelated. I forgot what it was, what they really said about it, but a pixelated fiber, super soft to touch. And let me take out the paper. So reminds me, like I said, of the Roche. It forms shapes around your foot. Super light. A lot of air conditioning, so to speak, to keep your foot dry and cool at the same time. But on top of the mesh and this Roche-like material, the knit, the pixelated knit. There are hits of suede on this, as you can see on the inside of the shoe. Really cool design. It came in both white and black. I obviously chose the white. I'm not a huge fan of the burrito tongue. I kind of call it a side entry tongue, but it is what it is, especially on an EQT shoe if you've had any in the past. It's cool. I mean, again, not my first choice. I stick to if I have to have a tongue on my shoe, I'll stick with the good old-fashioned front entry tongue, but it is what it is. Again, the boost sole is hands down probably the most comfortable on this shoe. It's more bulky, as you can see in the heel. There's definitely a lot more cushion to it, but even all the way around on the entire shoe, and it really does feel like you're walking on a fucking cloud. That's how comfortable this shoe is. Summer shoe, we're getting into the warmer months right now, so you could rock this with socks, without socks. Super comfortable. There's no break-in time at all. You don't have to worry about that. I'm happy to see that Adidas is not giving us the 7-foot long shoelaces like they did in some of the earlier models that had boost, or the NMDs. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to triple knot your shoelaces if you're too lazy to go, swap the laces out. 3 stripes always represent on every shoe for the most part. It's pretty cool how they kind of molded it into the the midsole, as you can see through there, and then on the outside of the shoe. So it's pretty cool. I really like the design. Like I said, it pops. The pink, almost lateral to heel support, also gives it a nice little pop. So it's a cool shoe. The EQT 9317. Say that real fast. But yeah, a shoe I'm definitely going to use a lot this summer, along with my other NMDs and Ultra Boosts, Fly Knits. I'm not really sticking to the heavy, bulky, shoes of the past. With that being said, I am getting rid of a good chunk of my collection. So if you're a size 12, 11 and a half, hit me up. I still have a bunch of shoes I need to get rid of, and then I'm gonna part ways with. So basically I'm just sticking to the new age of these textile shoes. And last but not least, I know that when Yeezy went to Adidas, I was the first to say that I wasn't a big fan of the designs, and I'll still back that up by saying that I really wasn't a fan for most of it until probably the version 2 of the 350 Boost. And now, being that we're getting into the summer months, and we're seeing the more solid colorways, I choose the all white cream version of the Boost versus the Zebra. Again, I'm not really a fan of all that crap, but that's just me. So this past week, the cream 350 Boost dropped. It was said that this one would be more readily available versus other releases in the past that were more more limited. I got lucky. I got this on Yeezy Supply, and yeah, I didn't have to worry about the whole confirmed app, and I didn't have to worry about the launch the launch app on all the other sites. I did enter a few raffles, but with those it seems like, again, it's who you know, not the luck that you have, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is my first Yeezy Might even be my last, who knows. I know that the next one that's dropping in June, I believe, is more of an, I guess they call it an earth. I like to say olive colorway. Again, all solid, one color. So wouldn't be a shoe that I would look away from. Definitely would be interested in getting it. So if I get lucky, who knows? I might add another one. But here you have it, the Cream 350 Boost version 2. Definitely a summer shoe. This shoe screams summer. All prime knit, super fat, Ultra Boost, midsole, outsole. I tried these on as well. True to size. I know the first 350, the version 1, ran a little bit big for the most part, or at least a half size big. I have some buddies that are still in the game, and they said version 2 is more true to size, so I definitely went with my usual size 12, and it fits like a glove. Again, to me, this is super similar to a cross between a Rocher and a Flyknit, so that's kind of how I see it. But let me take the paper out. All prime knit material. Again, no break-in time. Molds right to your foot. Ventilation is self-explanatory. You don't have to worry about it. It's an all one-piece solid design, so there's no tongue you have to worry about. Everything is kind of sewed together right up the middle, and it's cool. I mean, it stays on your foot. You could go, you could tie up the laces, or you could leave them loose. Shit's not going to come off. Not going to come off your foot at all. Super light, obviously stylish. People go crazy for the Yeezys, and I could kind of see why. I mean, it's a simple shoe, but still it pops, and it definitely is a head turner. Again, totally summer shoe. I strongly recommend, if you have this one, or you're planning on getting one down the road, or you have old ones, spray these bitches down, because especially the whole white colorway, it's going to get dirty quick. So spray it down, protect it, especially for mud, stains, dirt, whatever. And if you're going to be wearing these day in, day out, walking through puddles and whatnot, you want to keep the integrity of the shoe going. I think resale on these, if I saw correctly, was going for like $500, $550, something like that. But to me, it's asinine that they actually go for that much. But again, I like it. I'm definitely going to wear it. I'm not going to sell this one. I'm going to keep it. This is going to be my summer shoe, along with the other ones I mentioned before. And there you have it. Hopefully we could see me picking up the next one, which is, I guess they call it the Earth, but it's more of a olive colorway. We'll see how that goes. If I do grab it, I'll show it to you guys. But for the most part, I'm not going to be doing a lot of these reviews going forward. I'm definitely not picking up shoes like I used to. There are other things besides sneakers that happen in life. So summertime is right around the corner. Everybody enjoy your summer. Do what you want to do. Like I've always been saying, be a leader, don't follow. Don't be a fuck boy. I see that shit still going strong. I guess it is what it is, and it's always going to be that way. Other shoes that I definitely have my eye on: Adidas A16 Pure Control Ultra Boost is basically a cross between their top of the line soccer cleat, but turned into a runner with the Ultra Boost midsole outsole. I know that there's one collab coming up soon with that shoe. That shoe's really hard to get. It doesn't release as often as everything else. It seems to be every time Adidas Soccer releases a new A17 Pure Control, they usually back that up or you know, add to it the A16 Plus Pure Control Ultra Boost sneakers. So if you have seen that shoe, you know what I'm talking about. It's a totally laceless shoe. I have a pair, you know, I'm not going to show you, but slides on. It totally conforms to your foot. It stays. It doesn't move. It basically is an extension of your foot. Super comfortable. You know, very stylish, sleek. Definitely a shoe to kind of keep an eye on if you haven't seen them, and an awesome shoe to add to the collection as well. So yeah, I'm still keeping an eye on that one. And then the usual NMDs, Ultra Boosts are basically the only thing that I'm kind of into these days. Flyknit, the Vapor Max looks pretty cool. You know, I'll probably pick up one of those sooner or later. But other than that, you know, collabs are a thing of the past for me. You know, I just don't see the point in it anymore. A lot of those shoes are heavy, they're bulky. Yeah, some of them look cool, but you know, these days everybody gets these fucking collabs, and you have 50 people walking around with the same shoe on. And I've noticed that people who do get the same collabs, they're hanging out in the same circle. So what's the fucking point? You're basically just showing off the same shoe that your buddy has day in, day out. And anyway, it makes no sense. But wear what you like, do what you got to do, just be yourself. That's all. So there you have it. EQT Support 9317, awesome shoe. Definitely recommend one of those. That one is not true to size. That one I went a half size down, and I still had a little bit of room to kind of wiggle in. So don't go true to size on that one, just because with any of these prime knit materials, fly knit materials, you know, they do stretch a little bit. They have a lot of give to them. I know they say they shape and conform to your foot, and they do for the most part, but with that, you know, the sizing sometimes becomes an issue. So with the EQT Support, go half size down. Some people I've seen say they went down a full size. With the YEEZY, go true to size. NMDs, definitely a half size down, at least, if not a full size. Ultra Boosts, stay true to size. So there you have it. EQT 9317, the YEEZY Boost 350 version 2, cream, but for me it's all white. I'll give you another close-up of this one. Really is a sleek, simple, beautiful shoe. Definitely a summer rocker. Okay, nice little close-up for you guys. The heel tab, the translucent outsole. So cool shoe. Hope you guys like this one. Definitely lost my step or two on reviews, but you know, what can you do? It's been a while. So thanks for watching. I might see you guys again down the road, depending on, you know, what I get. But if not, I still have my Instagram up. Shoot me some messages, comments, whatever. If you have any interest in purchasing or taking a lot of my shoes that I have from the past, like I said, I'm selling a good chunk of them, if not almost all of them, all the collabs. I've gotten rid of quite a few pairs already, but I still have a lot of gems that are still waiting to find a new home. Hit me up. You know, if you want to see what shoes I do have, just scroll down my my whole YouTube page, and you'll get a good idea of what what I have, shoot me a message, see if it's still available. Like I said, most of it is size 12. There's some 11.5s thrown in there too. Hit me up, we'll make a deal. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Peace.